आपोआप मिळणार आहे. त्याच्यासाठी लसलस करण्याची गरज नाही. But we define life in this kind of shallow parameters. The real parameter is, I'm going to say the only parameter is, am I excellent? Am I creative in my own chosen walk of life? And then without dwelling on this point, having said it, I'm telling you this is the most important one, I will now transition to the topic assigned to me, career and competitive exam opportunities for, especially for engineers. There again, here is one of my most favorite kissas. That is based on real life situation. This involves 3 close friends, fast friends. In the story, all 3 are boys, but they can be girls. And it can be any permutation combination. It can be 2 boys and 1 girl. It can be 2 girls and 1 boy. They are 3 human beings. But in the story and in the real life, they are all 3 men. They were fast friends from childhood. One of them was supremely excellent in academic studies. He was always the topper. Not just the topper. He used to create a new record every time. So he used to get gold medal. Extremely good, absolutely good. In fact, outstanding in studies. The second one is like middle one. So he would not be outstanding in studies, but he would not lose a year either. Somehow he would, you ask him, what is your performance in graduation? With a broad chest he would say, second class honors. But he was clear each year. वर्षाच्या वर्षाला त्याची गाडी पुढच्या धक्क्याला लागायची. हे इंग्लिश मध्ये बोलता येत नाही. गाडी पुढच्या धक्क्याला लागली. So he would get 50, 55, but he would clear each year. And the third one, study was not his cup of tea. You ask him, which is your year in college? This year, you are in which year? And with equally swollen chest, he would say, I am in FY. Then the next year he would say, now I have gone into SY. Then TY. So clearing each year used to be 5-year plan for him. But watch this youngster on the playground, playing kabaddi, kho-kho, anything, or cricket, football, volleyball. Watch him organize various activities in the college, including, say, the gathering, Sneha Sammelan, collect people, fill them with one enthusiasm, give them leadership, and organize an excellent Sneha Sammelan. And on and above all, of course, he was on top gear during the time of student council elections. So all that arithmetic about whose nomination papers to be filled and who should be made to withdraw and who should be kidnapped and taken over to Lonavala, Matheran or Mahabaleshwar depending on the funds available. 3 friends. As you are listening, you will realize that only such 3 friends can be fast friends. If all 3 are outstanding in studies, or all 3 are like middle level, or all 3 are duffers in studies, they cannot be each other's friends because there is conflict of interest. Now such 3, there is no conflict of interest. In fact, the qualities are mutually complementary. For this academically intelligent student, if some gunda messes up with that student, then this third friend is going to go catch him by collar and tell him, अबे सारे तेले को अपने घर पे पैर पे जाना है कि नहीं जाना है, ज़्यादा बकवास कर रहे हैं क्या? And in return for that, this intelligent student will tell his third friend, जास्ती टेन्शन घेऊ नकोस, मी सांगतो तेवढे फॉर्म्युले पाठ करून ठेव. A plus b square into bracket, a plus b into bracket square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. In the exam, the question is x plus y square. and the third friend can't answer the question. And the middle one likes to depend for studies on the first friend and protection on the third friend. And both they need one such friend. Circuit. So 3 fast friends. True to our career plans, and those equations exist even now, although they are not scientific. Our first friend, excellent in studies, joined the science faculty first. Then he wanted to join engineering faculty, which he got, of course, because in 12th, whatever he had gold medal, not just, he was not only the topper, he had gold medal. So he joined engineering faculty. The actual story belongs to like 60, 70 years ago, when BE electrical engineering was in highest demand, number 1. Now it may be like IT or whatever. Electronics and telecommunications, different branches have developed, but the year when this is happening, at number 1 in engineering faculty was BE electrical engineering. This a friend of ours, he wanted BE electrical engineering branch, he joined it, completed due 4 years, again with flying colors. He established a gold medal, that is a record for his university, and then started looking around for jobs. What should I do? Somebody reminded him that there was a notification in newspapers and Government of India wanted to recruit assistant executive engineers. This was a class 1 post in some department. It could be railways, it could be PWD, electricals, etc. Engineers are required everywhere. So there was a notification requiring BE electrical engineers. So somebody brought this to his notice. He said, you apply. He was told you apply. He applied. His interview was conducted in Delhi and he was selected, of course, with that outstanding career. He was selected. Our best friend, best in studies, there for engineering, started his career with Government of India as class 1 officer on the post assistant executive engineer. Our second friend, who would get around 55% every time, forget his being engineer, he did not even have sufficient marks to get admission to even science faculty, not even commerce faculty. So finally, quietly, he joined arts faculty, went on clearing each year, and in due time became BA in political science, BA in political science. And again, he started looking around for now, what should I do now, and job. Somebody told him, why don't you try competitive exams? So for recruitment of Maharashtra officers, there is MPSC, Maharashtra Public Service Commission. And all India officers, there is UPSC. So somebody told him, since you have arts degree, it is beneficial for competitive exams. The sentence is wrong. There is no single degree which is beneficial for competitive exams. But you will see that people like to live life with some stereotypes. People like to draw frames and 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Simple formulae. And they don't go deeper into checking, examining, contemplating on those formulae. So these kind of equations come up. That somebody with arts faculty, arts degree, stands to have some advantages in competitive exams. That is wrong. And in another minute you are going to come to know it. But that is wrong. I know why this misconception comes up. Because in study of competitive exams, you are required to study entire history of India, all ancient, medieval, modern, and also post-independence history, irrespective of your educational qualification. And you are required to study the geography of Maharashtra, India, and the whole world. And you are required to study the economy with focus on post-globalization Indian economy. But for understanding post-globalization Indian economy, you need to understand the whole world. And you need to understand how Indian economy came to be shaped after independence. And you need to understand the constitution of India. And since we are a democracy, it is not okay to just study Indian constitution. You are required to study at least all other democratic constitutions and then understand Indian constitution. There is a subject called general studies, which is compulsory. It doesn't matter what is your educational background. But that creates this misconception that art students have certain advantage in competitive exams. So this second friend of ours was there for similarly told, now that you have a BA political science degree, why don't you try UPSC? So he actually tried UPSC, was selected for IAS, he became Indian Administrative Service Officer. And since he became IAS officer, he came as the boss, as the senior of his engineer friend. Because IAS officers are always heads of departments. Except for one or two departments, almost all departments, all sections in government are headed by IAS officers. So our friend, who was kind of second rate in bookish studies, became the boss of the more intelligent and the engineer friend. We are left with our third friend, who took no time to understand that studies is not his cup of tea. So in right time, he joined the right party, contested election, was elected and became the minister of both of them. And everything I want to share with you this afternoon is already done in this kissa. This is a real life kissa. The engineer friend is none other than this great person, the great Suputra of Bharat Mata, E. Sridharan. E. Sridharan, how I wish you read his biography. The English biography is named as Karma Yogin. Its Marathi translation also is available. How I really wish all engineers not only remember but study Vishveshwaraya also carefully. We observe September 15 as Engineers Day because that is the birthday of Vishveshwaraya. I really wish, irrespective of my speech, how I wish you study his biography, how the life of an outstanding professional in engineering field is dedicated in service of the country. That is the role model. From Vishveshwaraya to E. Sridharan. E. Sridharan is the architect of Konkan Railway. It's one of the finest railway tracks in the world. Konkan Railway is capable of bullet trains. This is the only project in independent India completed before time. 100% capital, 100% technology, 100% execution is all Indian under the leadership of E. Sridharan. And later on he implemented Delhi Metro project. Now he is the chief advisor of Mumbai Metro project and he is on advisor of Pune Metro project. What a great, he is now in his 80s. He thinks of himself as the disciple of Swami Vivekananda, and whole life is based on all Adhyatma philosophy. And a clean and efficient officer with Government of India. He joined Government of India as Assistant Executive Engineer. Our IAS friend is T.N. Seshan. And the third name I can understand, we may have forgotten because he is no more with us for more than last 15 years. And that was K.P. Unnikrishnan. All three of them were in one school in Kerala, in Palghat region until their 11th standard, old school, 11th matric. And they were each other's fast friends. Not only that they were each other's fast friends, there indeed came a time in their career that Sridharan Sahib, with his caliber, kept rising up in railway hierarchy, railways, to occupy the highest position in railway department. That is called Chairman, Railway Board. It was at one and the same time that the national head of railways in India, that is always an IAS officer. So when Sridharan Sahib was Chairman Railway Board, his boss was Seshan Sahib. Okay, and at the same time, India's railway minister was K.P. Unnikrishnan. This kissa narrates the whole story, including competitive exams, but I am going to spend another like about 10 or 15 minutes and then take your questions on some focus points about competitive exams. But two kissas I shared with you. 3 sutri I told you. And in sharing this, these are the points I made about competitive exams. Say a lot, not all, nothing can ever say all, but it says a lot, and maybe you keep thinking for the rest of the day, evening and the night and tomorrow. And I know that with every new thought, you will start seeing a new dimension of the points I'm trying to share with you. So here is a specific focus on career opportunities for engineers in competitive exams. In about 2 or 3 points, first of all, let us try to understand and very precisely define what exactly is this field of competitive exams. So my first sentence now is the definition. What is competitive exam? Okay, a one-line definition, where the decision about your career, and the decision could be for either your further education or job opportunity, okay, where that decision will be taken on the basis of an independent special exam set up for that decision. That is competitive exam. That is competitive exam. So what it means is, it just doesn't matter which degree you have and what is your percentage for that degree, which college and which university, and are you like topper or gold medalist, or you failed 3 or 4 times and somehow at the 5th time university was fed up with checking your papers every year, so the university said, okay, let him give him the degree. Let us give him the degree. None of it matters. All that matters is a certain qualifying age and a minimum degree specified. And then you are required to give that separate exam set up for that with a separate system. That is competitive exam. Okay. Now please hold this definition in your mind, and the next point will immediately become clear to every one of you. On the basis of the definition I just told you, the field of competitive exams is expanding by the day, by every day. The field of competitive exams. So they are not restricted to only say UPSC and MPSC. UPSC and MPSC are like kind of glamorous. 2 or 3 days ago the results have come out for MPSC, and the interviews for UPSC are going on. The results will come out in the 1st or 2nd week of May. Those who are selected through MPSC run the administration of Maharashtra at different levels, and those who are selected through UPSC run the administration of India for India. But those are not the only competitive exams. On the basis of the definition I just told you, you will immediately realize that your very admission to engineering college was itself based on competitive exam. You don't get admission to engineering anymore on the basis of your performance in 12th standard. There is CET. And then within engineering, if you want to join like the best of the world in India, best in the world, that those are IITs, you want to join IIT. There is IIT entrance exam called G, a joint entrance exam. And you want to join management sector, say MBA, you want to do MBA or any post-graduation, there is entrance exam. And you want to be teacher, say at school level, so you are required to have D.Ed or B.Ed. The entry for D.Ed and B.Ed is on the basis of an exam. And you want to be the professors at college level, you have 2 paths before you. One is either in your field, do the post-graduation, then MPhil and then PhD, then you are eligible to be professor. Or you want to be professor at state level and want to teach in say Marathi medium, there is SET, State Eligibility Test for professors. It's competitive exam. And you are ready to teach in any college all over India and in English, then there is National Eligibility Test, which is a competitive exam. You want to join defense in any capacity. Engineers also can join defense, but you want to join defense forces in any capacity at different level and at different posts, there are competitive exams. The simplest form of them being, there is NDA entrance exam after 12th. And after graduation, there is Combined Defense Services exam for picking up officers in different wings in army. You want to join banking sector. A while ago there was BSRB, Banking Services Recruitment Board, which used to conduct competitive exams for recruitment in banks all over India. In the previous 5-year plan that has stopped. And now each bank separately recruits its own personnel, but all of them follow the system of holding competitive exams. You want to go overseas, let's say further education in engineering, or in campus interview some company picks you up and wants to send you to some overseas office, etc. Even then you are required to give competitive exams. For engineering field it is GRE, Graduate Research Exam, and you are required to clear one of the 2 exams in English, TOEFL, Test of English as Foreign Language, or IELT, that is International English Language Test. And then based on your scholastic aptitude test, you get entrance to various premier colleges in developed countries and all. Last but not least, if you don't know, you will be surprised to know that now even corporate sector has adopted this system of competitive exams to recruit their personnel. The best of the example is Tata Group of Industries. So Tatas have their own Tata Administrative Service.